Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Becky here for the Drive at 5. And today I am actually sitting in my car watching my baby boy practice baseball. So today he actually graduated from the 5th grade to middle school. So next year I will have 2 middle schoolers at my house. So hey Darius, thanks for joining the Drive at 5. So I've been asking some questions on my Facebook wall about what causes you anxiety when it comes to e-commerce. And some answers that I received were, I haven't had a return yet, but what would happen if I drop shipped an item and I had to return it? And so basically it's the same thing that you would do if you ordered an item and had to return it. So let's say that I ordered an item from Walmart and Walmart mailed me an item. Actually, I'll give you a better example. Let's say Amazon shipped me an item. This actually happened to my husband actually 3 years ago when we first started with drop shipping. My husband had ordered a camo iPad cover, and when he for one of my sons, and when he received it, it was a pink camo iPad holder, and my son was like, Bud was like, well, what can I do with a pink one? So I was learning drop shipping. I said, so just resell it back on Amazon. And so that's what he did. He actually listed it back on, well, he listed his on eBay, because I was learning eBay back then. But he listed on eBay, and no lie, his first item sold in 15 minutes. But they were a pretty hot item, and that's what he sold in 15 minutes. Now, that's huge because my husband is not easily excitable when it comes to any kind of money-making opportunity. He's probably like the biggest skeptic ever. And when he saw that, he was like, oh my gosh, Becky, this is like brilliant. My thing sold in 15 minutes. But so what we did, or what he did, is he contacted the seller and he said, hey, I have this iPad cover. It's pink camo. I ordered green camo. Can you send me a replacement? And his seller said, it's cheaper for you to just keep that item and I'll send you out the correct one. Or he said, you know, you can keep it and I'll give you a refund. And so you can decide what's the best for you and your business model. So some people actually charge return shipping and it's written into their terms. Some people do return shipping for free. And it used to be, if you ordered an item from, let's say, Amazon, and you no longer wanted, no, let's not use Amazon, let's use Walmart. If you ordered an item from Walmart and you received the item, it was the wrong item. So normally you would call Walmart or get online with them and say, hey, I received the wrong item. And they would say, okay, well, let me issue you a RMA, which is a Return Merchandise Authorization Number, RMA. And what that does, usually they say, okay, include it on a piece of paper and on the outside of the box. And so you would package your item back up, include that RMA number, and ship it to whatever address they asked you to ship it to. Now, if your customer is on, let's say they're emailing you through eBay, or through Amazon, however you're doing it, you can get that calling me and send it to your customer, or you can have them return the item to you, and then you can physically take the item to Walmart, or you can mail it to Walmart yourself. So it really depends on how you want to do it, because I know recently, like, Amazon made some changes where you couldn't just start mailing your return emails from, or return labels from, like Walmart and Overstock and I don't know, you know, all of these places, because that's sorry, these messages pop up, they're distracting me. So you can't just return, you know, give 5 or 10 different addresses of where the customer is supposed to return their merchandise to. So I know at one time Amazon was going to consolidate it, that you could only return your merchandise to one address. And so most people would choose their home address and then return items through there. But throughout the whole process, you want to please your customer no matter what. You offer them great customer service and focus on the customer. You want to give them a wow moment. So I'll tell you about my very first item that I drop shipped on Amazon. It was my first item. It sold on March the 17th of 2014, and it was a couch and love seat from Overstock, and my profit was $324.18. That's right, Kendall said his guy wanted a boat and got diapers. So, I mean, we're all human and mistakes do happen. So you have to remember that your supplier is actually your partner. And so one thing that I would encourage you to do is be very, very familiar with the requirements of your supplier's return. So if they have let's say a 30-day return policy, you may want to have a more conservative return policy and say either like 20 to 25 days or something of that nature, so that you will be well covered within your 30 days. But I've sold tens of thousands of items on Amazon. Now granted, mine are all done through FBA because I let Amazon do all the work for me. I don't have to deal with customer returns and all that, because man, people change their mind all the time. And so another tip is I would not sell things that people usually change their mind on, like clothes, highly returned items, shoes, highly returned items. This is just me personally. I don't sell those items, but if that's your business model and that's what you want to do, go for it, because ultimately it is your business. But what I would recommend you do is to think differently than all the other drop shippers. Don't go and drop ship from Walmart and Overstock. And I mean, yeah, you can learn to do that, but go locally in your community. So many people have ideas and products that are just sitting in their garage or sitting in wherever, and do that. So it says, I didn't realize you could drop ship on Amazon. My husband used to do this on eBay. What's the best way to learn how to do this through Amazon? We miss the cha-ching alerts. Yes, cha-ching is pretty awesome. You can go to makemoneywithbecky.com, Letitia, and it will show you how you can sell on both eBay and Amazon. And that's the training that I use to get started, to have over $1.3 million in sales. So what I recommend is that you become very familiar with your suppliers, because they are your partners. And if you have business to business relationships, that's what you want, because you are a business, and so you want to be familiar with what their return policy is. But back to my story from Overstock. So I sold this couch. Yes, Letitia, it's makemoneywithbecky, BECKY.com. I sold, and I'll put the link in the video afterwards. But I sold this couch and love seat to this lady, and I'm very honest. So after she received it, she said, "Hey, it's a black and white leather couch. It's perfect, except on the back, on the inside of the couch, someone had handwritten in red the model number of the couch. So this red magic marker showed through on the white part of the couch, which I wouldn't want that in my living room." So I totally understood, and I apologized. I said, "I'm really sorry." She took a picture and everything. So I called Overstock and I said, "Listen, my customer, I was honest, I drop shipped this item. My customer received the couch. She really loves it, except there's this red magic marker." And they were like, "Oh, no problem. We will replace that item." I said, "Okay." So they sent just the couch again, and the customer got the couch, and there was a, when the box people came and undid it, there was a little cut in it, like that much, in the back of the couch. And she said, "Okay, now the couch is perfect, except when they cut the box or whatever, there's a little cut about that big." And so she said, "I want to keep it. I just want to let you know." I said, "Thank you for letting me know." And I called Overstock and I said, "Listen, my customer wants to keep this couch, but there's a little cut in it about that big. So they said, okay, well, for all this trouble that, now I'm Overstock's customer, so they said, for all this trouble that we're causing you, we're going to give you a $75 credit. And I was like, wow, thank you. So I profited. My profit was $324.18, and another $75, that was a $400 profit, right? But what did I do? In the meantime, my customer on Amazon, it was my very first customer, so I was like freaking out that all this stuff was happening, right? I was like, oh, I can't do this. But I said, listen, this is my very first time selling on Amazon. You are my very first customer. I would love it if you left me some feedback. And she did, and she or he, whoever, they were very honest, and they were like, I had a problem with my order. Becky took care of it, and we had a problem again, and she took care of it again, and we had awesome customer service, and she gave me 5 stars, and she was very honest in her reply. And that's what I would encourage you to do. You may receive something that you're not satisfied with, but as long as the seller works very well with you, then you should leave them 5 stars, because they're trying everything in their power. So anyway, she did. So in return, after she left the feedback, so there was no like retaliation for good or bad feedback, I had her phone number, so I called her and I said, listen, I really want to apologize for all of the mishaps that we've had with this couch, but the supplier gave me a $75 credit, and I want to give it to you to go shopping on Overstock. Now, did I have to do that? Absolutely not. But has it blessed my business? I mean, yes, it did. From $324.18 profit to over $1.3 million in sales. And I have to say, it's because of this quality focus on customers. Because if you didn't have any customers, you wouldn't have a business. And so that's what I'm mainly focused on, is customer service and trying everything that I can to please the customers. Now, I will have to say, one time when I was drop shipping, a drop shipper ordered something and it was out of stock. And so I followed the training, and I wrote this little nice letter saying, the little script part, and I sent it to them, and the person wrote me back, and they were like, wow, I am an Amazon seller too. I love your reply. I'm going to start using it from now on. Please cancel my order. So guys, this training absolutely does work. Just offer amazing customer service. Comment below if this is your first time watching me. Comment where you're watching me from. I know I post on my mailing list all the time. Let's see, it says, how do you drop ship on Amazon when they don't give you the money right away? I tried it, got sales, but got bad feedback because I took too long to order the item. Yes, Jamie, Amazon is a different beast than eBay. To start selling on there, you actually have to have the funds online. You have to have the funds available to purchase the items, because it's kind of like the Field of Dreams. If you list it, they will come. If you list items for sale on Amazon, they will find you. People shop on Amazon all the time. I know my Facebook was blowing up on Monday on Memorial Day. They were like, oh my gosh, is this Q4? I mean, people are shopping like it's Christmas time. And speaking of Q4, I am going to be in Baltimore, Maryland on Friday. I'm so excited to see my e-com family. I will be talking about private labeling, because that's what I believe in. That's what lets me sit out here at my son's baseball practice and watch email notifications come up that says Amazon has shipped the item that I've sold. And that, I mean, I get them all the time. I know you hear me talk about them, and I could easily cut that off, but it's a reminder of I get to do the things that I want to do, and I'm still making money. And I would encourage you to look into e-commerce if you're not currently doing e-commerce. So Letitia, thanks for joining in from Richmond, Texas. I really value your time, and I appreciate you guys watching me on The Drive at 5. I try to do these every day to give you some type of e-commerce tip that will definitely help you in your business, because these are things that I wish I would have had when I first started online. So I hope this gives you some value. Bonnie, I look forward to seeing you this weekend and meeting you for the first time in Baltimore. So I hope you have safe travels there. And I'll see you all tomorrow on The Drive at 5. Have an amazing Wednesday. Bye.